welcome back. I'm Stacey, and today I'm going to do a three-part segment on houseplants. I know that we are going through this crazy heat wave here in Connecticut, but I am thinking towards fall, and I'm thinking about going inside and entertaining with friends and family. And what a big part of the fall for me and going inside is houseplants and decorating with them. I love fall colors so much, and that's why I was so drawn to all of these beautiful begonias. Look at them, they are stunning. They have all different shapes in the foliage, from star shapes to heart-shaped leaves to this one we think looks like a little tortoise shell. It's so cute for a begonia. And then really deep burgundy leaves. The thing that I love so much about begonias is that they're easy to care for. One of the main things about begonias is just don't overwater them and put them in a brightly lit room, but in direct light. That's really important. And then you can enjoy these all fall, winter, all season long. I love Rex begonias so much because not one is the same. They are so unique unto themselves. And stick with me because we're going to talk about a whole nother group of plants that I love for indoors. Okay, now we're moving on to our second segment with houseplants. I have to admit, I kind of have been obsessed with houseplants lately. I literally cannot get enough of them because they are so cool and unique. And what I have in this group is talking about different foliage. We talked about the gorgeous Rex begonia with all their beautiful colors and how they're so unique. But look at, we can branch out from those and move on to so many other different kinds of plants. Okay, look at this. This is a peace lily. We all kind of know peace lily, but this one is called disco. And it has a really neat variegation, like splashes of white in it. And I just thought that was really, really cool. And it really made me fall in love with peace lilies again. I love this one too because it's a lower light plant. And often we don't have variegated plants that go in low light. So I thought that was really unique. Then this is a bromeliad. Okay, we do know some of the standard bromeliads, but look at this one. It looks like a huge red star. I just think this is magnificent and makes such a dramatic, exotic statement in your house. This plant is a little bit more of a medium to highlight plant, whereas we talked about the peace lily being low light. So this is medium to highlight, indirect light though. You don't want sunlight pouring down on it. And then now we switch to something totally different from the bromeliad. We go to these maidenhair ferns. This really is actually one of my favorite ferns, the maidenhair fern family. It is so beautiful because it's got this light, lacy kind of foliage. The other thing about this one, this is medium to bright light, but indirect light because you could burn the foliage a little bit if you put it into direct light, and it likes a lot of moisture. We'll talk about that in a second though. Then let's move on to this rubber plant. Okay, we know rubber plants, but look at this burgundy color. This to me is so deep and luxurious. I think it would look really pretty against sort of a lighter wall in your house. It would really stand out and make a really nice kind of fall statement even. Then let's move on. This, by the way, this is a bright indirect light plant. Then another bright indirect light plant. This is alocasia. I just think you can't get funkier than anything with this foliage. This foliage to me looks kind of like a skeleton almost. It's just really unique. And I just think that would make a really nice statement and even a conversation piece in your house as we come inside for the fall. All right, a little bit about moisture. Some of these plants are a little bit different, but one of the things that I want to let you know is that often what I call a humidity tray is very helpful for a lot of these plants. And what I mean is just taking a saucer or one of those clear saucers and putting some pebbles in it and filling it with water and then setting the plants on top of it. Because as we come into the winter months, we're going to be putting it on our wood stoves and our heat, and some of these plants could tend to dry out a little bit. So the peace lily would really love that. The maidenhair fern would, the alocasia. Now the rubber tree plant doesn't need that as much, so you can actually let that one dry out a little bit more before you water it, because overwatering a rubber tree plant could really be the kiss of death for it. So just make sure you don't overlove your rubber tree plant. Then the alocasia, the bromeliad, sorry. The bromeliad, I just want to quickly tell you that the way to water this is actually to fill this center cup with water about once a week. And that'll actually keep it really, really happy. So we've got funky foliage with our houseplants, great for decorating. We're going to move on to the third segment because, like I said, I just can't get enough of houseplants. Okay, on to our third segment with houseplants. And I think this actually might be one of my most favorite ones because all of these plants that are with me right here are so great for decorating. They just look so awesome inside. And also you cannot open one Pinterest page or Instagram page without seeing some of these plants because they are just so trendy right now. This, all right, we have talked about this before, but I can't talk enough about the fiddle leaf fig. And look how cute this one is. We got these little small fiddle leaf figs in. We also have the huge tree forms as well. But wouldn't this make a great gift for somebody who just moved into their home or is moving into a dorm or an apartment? And this is the fiddle leaf fig that actually only requires a brightly lit space, indirect light. You want to let it dry out a little bit in between waterings because you don't want to overwater the fiddle leaf fig, but otherwise it's pretty easy to care for. And these leaves get huge on it, and it really makes an awesome statement in decorating. Then let's move on to this. This is actually known as Swiss cheese plant or monstera. And guys, this is hard to find, but we have it. The monstera is really cool because it gets these really neat natural split leaves, and it just really looks good in decorating. An easy plant to care for. Bright indirect light again, let it dry out a little bit in between waterings, and really easy, beautiful plant inside. Then of course, cactus. You know we all have busy lives. Get a cactus. They are so trending right now, and they make a great decor, and they're so easy to care for. I mean, if you have to water it once a month, that's about it. And that's all you have to do. But it does like a little brightly lit space, so that's really important for cactus. Look how cute this guy is. I just have to show him because this is just an adorable little cactus that I thought would look really cute on a windowsill or something, really in that bright light. And then Pilea. This is everywhere. It has such a cool leaf, this like disc-shaped leaf. It's really easy to place anywhere in the home because it doesn't get too huge. And I love this sort of like really shiny green leaf that really shows and reflects the light. The one thing about this plant is it does need that bright indirect light, but the main thing you want to be careful is don't overwater it. Let it dry out quite a bit in between waterings. So if you overlove this plant, that could be the main problem with it. Otherwise, it's really easy to care for. You know, we talked about some of these plants that are all trending, but I think we need to start a new trend because I am in love with this Fabian Aurelia. Look, it has these kind of rounded leaves, sort of like the Pilea. Really easy to care for. The main thing again with this, just like the Pilea, is don't overwater it. Let it dry out quite a bit in between. So that makes it actually less maintenance for you if you think about it. But Aurelia, I think we're going to see this in a lot of decorating catalogs from now on. Thanks a bunch. See you next time.